In a small town nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young dreamer named Rahul, who dreamed big but struggled with a common enemy: procrastination. His desk was a cluttered mess of half-finished stories, a dusty guitar sat in the corner, and his notebook was filled with ambitious business ideas. While his heart yearned for success, his time was consumed by endless scrolling on his phone, late-night gaming sessions, and hanging out with friends. His father often told him to focus, but his words fell on deaf ears. Rahul believed he had all the time in the world, until his grandfather stepped in. One quiet afternoon, Grandpa, a man known for his wisdom and storytelling, found Rahul staring blankly out of the window. Sitting beside him, Grandpa noticed the unused guitar and the mountain of unfinished work. "Rahul," he said gently, "do you know the story of the invisible clock?" Confused but intrigued, Rahul shook his head. With a smile, Grandpa began to weave a tale. Long ago, there was a young man named Anand who was clever and ambitious, but like you, wasted his time. One day, a mysterious old man appeared and handed Anand an invisible clock. The old man said, "This clock will count down the time you have left in life. You can't see how much sand remains, but you will feel the ticking in your heart." Anand laughed, dismissing the idea as a joke. But as days passed, he began to feel a faint ticking sound in his chest. Especially in the silence of the night, the ticking seemed to whisper, "What are you waiting for? Time is slipping away." At first, Anand tried to ignore it, but the sound grew louder with each passing moment. It wasn't long before he realized the truth. His time was finite, and every second mattered. With the realization weighing heavily on his heart, Anand began to change. He woke up early, worked on his dreams, and started cherishing moments with his family. The invisible clock became his guide, reminding him to live fully and pursue his goals with determination. Years later, when the mysterious old man returned to reclaim the clock, Anand smiled and said, "I used every tick wisely." Grandpa paused and looked at Rahul. "We all have an invisible clock ticking away inside us. You may not hear it, but it's counting down. Will you start listening before it's too late?" That night, Rahul lay in bed, unable to sleep. He couldn't stop thinking about the invisible clock. For the first time, he felt the weight of wasted moments. The next morning, driven by a newfound sense of urgency, Rahul picked up his dusty guitar and began playing. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. He sat at his desk and began rewriting one of his stories, pouring his heart into every word. Gradually, he started organizing his time, dedicating hours to his passions, studies, and even helping his mother with household chores. The ticking of the invisible clock, once haunting, became inspiring. Change didn't come easily. His fingers ached from practicing the guitar, and he struggled to focus on writing. But with every small effort, Rahul felt a sense of purpose growing within him. Over the months, his transformation became evident. His short stories won awards, and his music touched many hearts. His business idea turned into a small but thriving online venture. People began to notice, and when they asked him how he managed to achieve so much, Rahul would smile and say, "I started listening to my clock." The story of Rahul and the invisible clock teaches us a powerful lesson: time is precious. It's the only thing that, once spent, can never be recovered. For youth and students, this realization is crucial. Every moment wasted is a moment that could have been used to build a dream, learn something new, or create a better future. Procrastination robs us of opportunities we might regret losing later. To apply this lesson, start by visualizing your own invisible clock. Imagine that every tick represents a moment you can never get back. Instead of waiting for the perfect time, take the first step toward your goals today. Start small. a paragraph of writing, a single practice session, or 1 hour of study. Prioritize your goals and cut out distractions that add no value to your life. Reflect on your progress daily and celebrate even the smallest victories. Time is always ticking, whether we notice it or not. The choice is ours. Let it slip away, or use it to create a life we're proud of. So, what will you do with the moments you have left? Listen closely, for your invisible clock is ticking. If this story inspired you, like the video and subscribe for more life-changing lessons. Share your thoughts in the comments and pass it on to friends and family to spread the wisdom. Check out similar transformative stories by clicking the links in the description. Let's make every moment count together.